Hello, friends. Let me start with a strange question. Would you study football by reading a physics book? Would you sit with a pen and a paper and say, let's analyze the friction of the ball before I kick it? No way, right? You would just play. Now, here is the shocker. That's what we have been doing with English all our lives. We study English like science and we memorize grammar like formulas. And then we wonder why, after 10, 15 years of study, we still can't speak fluently. Because English is not strictly an academic subject, not really. It's a physical sport like cricket, like football. It's a performing art like singing and dancing. It's acting, it's public speaking, it's poetry. You don't learn it by sitting still, you learn it by moving, feeling, reacting, and playing with words. You can literally turn English from a boring task into a fun physical experience. Stay with me till the end, and you will never study English again. You will play with it, you will feel it, and you will speak it effortlessly. Perhaps the biggest problem in learning English is that we have been conditioned to think that English is a subject like maths or science. So, what do? We study it with our pen and paper and painful expressions. We mug up a grammar and a vocabulary list, and still, when it's time to speak, our tongue forgets what our brain remembers, because English is not meant to be studied. It's meant to be performed, acted, and delivered. You don't learn swimming by reading a manual. You simply jump into the pool, and that's where the fun and the fluency begins. Now think about your favorite sport: cricket, football, badminton. When the game starts, do you take notes on how to hit the ball? No. You move, you shout, you sweat, and you play. That's how learning is. It's alive. English conversation works exactly like that. It's fast, it's unpredictable, it's full of energy. You make mistakes and you learn. Someone asks you something and you can't say, okay, excuse me, let me check the grammar rule. By the time you check the rule, the conversation is gone. So English is not a written exam, it's a live game, and the only way to win is to play. Studying grammar to speak English is like studying physics to play football. It sounds intelligent, but it won't help you score. Can you imagine Messi thinking about Newton's law before scoring a goal? No way. He simply reacts on the spot. He doesn't think, he feels the game. And that's what we need to do with English. Stop analyzing and start feeling the rhythm of the language. Grammar is useful, sure, but it's like warm up before your practice session. Vocabulary and phrases could be your net practice. But once you are on the field, it's not about tenses, it's about timing. Here is what most learners never realize: English doesn't live in your brains, it lives in your body. Try this experiment. Say good morning with a dull face. Now say the same thing with a smile and a positive body language standing tall. You see the difference? Your body language changes your voice and your confidence. Language and body are best friends, two sides of the same coin. One dances, the other sings, like Michael Jackson. That is why sitting comfortably and trying to be fluent doesn't work. It is like trying to drive a car by reading a car manual. You won't crash, but you won't be moving either. There is real science behind this. Dr. James Asher's total physical response. He studied that when kids hear words and move their bodies accordingly, they remember faster. For example, when you say jump and you actually jump, your brain locks that word. Movement create emotions and emotions create memory. So the next time you learn a word, try acting it out. Say angry with a dramatic face. Say laugh while laughing, and say sad like a Bollywood actor. And this method is pure fun. When you learn a new word, connect it with a physical action or emotion. Say, if you say run, don't simply say run, run, but start moving your hand, start smiling and being positive. Do it with energy, emotion, and a big smile. That movement becomes your memory key. It's like putting a bookmark in your brain. Studies show that when you link words with movement, you remember up to 80% more even after a year. You might have seen how kids are taught this rhyme in school: head and shoulders, knees and toes, head and shoulders, knees and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and nose, head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Before you start learning your English, charge your battery, not your phone, but your body battery. Stand tall, clap, take a deep breath, smile, because energy is your entry ticket to fluency. Low energy is low memory, high energy is high retention. So instead of saying I can't concentrate, just warm up a little, shake off the dullness, then start your English session, and you will see your focus really improving. So whenever you're listening to an English audio, play your favorite song, just stretch a little, warm up, raise your hands, say yes, yes, be positive, and then start your English audio routine. If there is something to listen and answer, answer loud and clear, not whispering. If you get bored, then you can listen to the song again and start the routine. So this will connect your emotion, body, and language and turn English into a fun performance. Stop learning English like a tired student. Start learning it like an energetic performer, like Michael Jackson. And every time you move your body, you move your English closer to fluency.